What's up, my good people, and welcome back in to the Bully Ball Show on Sparks TV. I'm your host, Nino Sparks Sedan, aka the Mid-Range Bully. Now, we've all heard it by now. Dame Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks, a trade I didn't see coming. Jrue Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers. We're gonna break it all down like a fraction. But before we get started, as always, if it's your first time tapping in, or maybe you tapped in before, go ahead, tap that like, tap that subscribe, tap that notification bell, stay tapped in. Let's get it. So let's roll, man. Dame Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. I like this. I like this a lot. Basketball-wise, I like this a lot. I feel bad for him because he got to live in Milwaukee. No disrespect. I've never been there. Heard it's an okay place. But I know it's not Miami. It's not South Beach. But I feel Dame Lillard is actually in a better position to win a championship if that was the main goal. You know, if it wasn't just being the guy on a team, you know, that could compete. Now you're in a position where you can not only, you're basically in a position where you can compete for a championship for the next 4 to 5 seasons. You know, he might not want to retire a buck, but at least now he gets that chance to compete. And it's going to be really interesting to hear him in a press conference and hear what he's got to say about the Portland Trail Blazers and the trade in its entirety and how he feels about being a Buck, you know. But, man, I think this says a lot about Giannis, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But just breaking down the game itself, how this is going to look, the starting lineup with Dame out there. You're going to have Pat Connaughton at the 2 most likely. Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton, expect his game to elevate because now he's going to get way more looks, way more open looks. You know, being able to be that third guy. You know, because even with Jrue Holiday on the team, Chris Middleton had to be that second scorer. Jrue, he could get you points, but he's busy locking up on the other end. And that's going to be an interesting dynamic, too. You know, Pat Connaughton, he's going to have to guard a lot. You know, can't remember the other guy on the team, but that plays the backup. But, man, the defense might drop a little bit, but you got Giannis out there. I think they'll be able to cover. But as far as the offense, you know, we forgetting about Brook Lopez. The pick and pop with him and Brook Lopez is going to be dirty. The pick and pop with Dame and Giannis is going to be dirty. And now, Dame, for the first time in his career, he doesn't have to worry about shooting. Remember, he shoots them logo shots because he's getting double teamed as soon as he comes across half court. He's getting double teamed, sometimes even triple teamed. They trying to get the ball out of his hands. Now, you do that to Dame, you got Giannis coming downhill. So you're going to have to pick your poison. You know, he's going to be able to do a lot more catch and shooting. He's going to be able to do a lot more pick and popping, coming off of screens and shooting, catching the rock. You know, a lot of stuff, basically everything that he couldn't do in Portland, he's going to be able to. His game is going, don't be surprised if Dame averages 35. You know, especially, I don't know the coach, but if they can put him in a system which I think they will, this shit should click automatically. And they were already, in my mind, going to be the 1 seed Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference. Now, this just separates them. I think it's going to be a wide gap between them and the rest of the teams in the Eastern Conference. Everybody's saying Boston. I want to see Boston because I'm not that sold on the Kristaps Porzingis thing, but we'll see how that works out. But, man, on the flip side, Giannis follows the LeBron playbook to a T. You see what he did. He didn't sign that extension until they showed him that they was committed to winning. Don't tell me you committed to winning, show it to me. Because he could go off, sign an extension, and then they don't get nobody, and they saying, hey, this is your team for the next few years. Now he's got no reason not to sign the extension. And LeBron would have done the same thing. sign 1 years. Hey, get me this, get me that. And you see how it's worked out. So Giannis is really put himself in position, and you know, to the other players, they should follow his lead in that scenario. But on the flip side, Jrue Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers. Now we know they're not going to keep him. So where should he end up? Some people saying Miami. I like that for Miami. Hell, I think that would make them elite. That might make them the second team. I would like, if they get Jrue Holiday, I'll put them over Boston. Because all Jimmy Butler needs is somebody. And if he get another dog like that, yeah, they'd be nice. They'd still be lacking some on offense, and maybe Tyler Hero can make up for that. Dame would have been that. But like I said in other videos, out of all the teams, Miami probably had the least to offer. Hell, they had less to offer than Toronto. Toronto's offer, I don't know what the fuck they was thinking. Who did they think Dame was going to play with? Gary Trent Jr.? No disrespect. But as far as Jrue, you know I got the perfect team for him. The home team. My Los Angeles Lakers. Oh yeah. You know I had to throw our names in there. So what do I propose? D'Angelo Russell, 2 first-round picks in exchange for Jrue Holiday. Because if you're Portland, what do you want? What do you need? You need a veteran, but you need a good veteran. And not an old veteran, because an old veteran is trying to do what Jrue Holiday is trying to do. Not old in the sense of basketball-wise, like they've been in the league for a while. Those guys want to win rings. Unless you're talking about a vet that's already on their way out of the league, which that doesn't do you any favors. You need a young vet, and you need draft picks. You already got your young core, your future big three, in Scoot, Anthony Simons, and Shaedon Sharpe. So you throw a player like D'Angelo Russell into that mix, a guy who has shown versatility as far as playing on ball and off ball. He can facilitate, he can get his own shot. That's something else you're going to need in your offense. Yeah, Anthony Simons can get his own shot, but can he get other people involved? D'Angelo Russell he'd fill a lot of those holes. Now, he didn't give you much on the defensive end, but Shaedon Sharpe, Scoot Henderson, I like Portland to have a 3-guard lineup. Now that you got DeAndre Ayton. So you can go Scoot as your point guard. That's the guy you want the ball in his hands, but you also want somebody else in there that can facilitate, relieve pressure off of him, because he still is a rookie. D'Angelo Russell, boom, at 2. Shaedon Sharpe at 3. Jeremy Grant at the 4, DeAndre Ayton at the 5. That's a competitive team. That's a team that might even make the play-in. You sell Anthony Simons on being 6th man of the year. Going for that. And on that flip side, Jrue Holiday. Oh my God. He is the perfect player alongside LeBron, and he would be the perfect player on this roster in that starting lineup. Talking about he would check every box we needed. We need, in the West, we need an elite defender. If your point guard is an elite defender in the West, that is a recipe for success. So you'd have Jrue at the 1 instead of D'Angelo. You'd have Austin Reeves at the 2, who I think is going to carry most of the scoring load. LeBron can be back at the 3, Vando at the 4, and AD at the 5. Like I said, AD needs to play the 5. We get Jrue Holiday, just like the Bucks. It'll be a clear. We'll have separated ourselves. Lakers will be the 1 seed immediately. Jrue fit a song alongside like LeBron, like a glove. The perfect pairing. And if you the Lakers, you can't let the Clippers get involved. Just like the Bucks hoodwink the Heat, we can't afford to let the Clippers do that to us when it comes to Jrue Holiday, and we can't afford to let him slip and go east. The story is already there. Pairing him back with Anthony Davis, that's showing him, hey, we invested in you as well. It'd be perfect. He's from LA. Remember, you heard it here first. And if you LeBron, the GM need to be going crazy right now to get Jrue Holiday. Now, if you Portland, you might want a little more than that. But what other offers are there? Because they're talking about the Heat, but you didn't like the Heat's offers in the first place. You obviously don't like the players that they got available for you. You didn't want Tyler Hero. So what would be the difference? I mean, maybe you're not giving up Dame. That'd be the difference. And Jrue's not your player, so you're really not losing much. But what would they be offering you? What Harkes, the Jovic, who I haven't seen play, no disrespect. Now, if the Clippers offer you Terrence Mann, I can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. But I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. And if you Jrue Holiday, you don't want to come to LA and play for the Clippers. You want to play for the Lakers. Now, if you're Philadelphia 76ers, you need to be going hard and trying to get Jrue Holiday too. Because pairing Jrue Holiday with Maxey and Embiid, that'll put y'all right there. I'll say Milwaukee, Boston, and then the Sixers. Y'all be right there. Because you're going to lose James Harden anyway. But then, I don't know, that would have to be like a 3-team trade. Because James Harden damn sure ain't trying to go to the Portland Trailblazers. You think he talking about somebody lying right now, he'll really go up. So why not D'Angelo Russell and some picks? Because you can't have our young guys. D-Lo and some picks for Jrue Holiday. You get you a young player. He got 3 years left on his contract. And the timelines match, so to speak. He can be that young vet that nurtures Scoot Henderson and they grow together. And like I said, I think they'll be competitive off the rip. And D-Lo can have a chance to reinvigorate himself. So yeah, man. D-Lo for Jrue Holiday. Lakers get that, it's a wrap. I already think it's a wrap, but if they get Jrue, that'll really turn things up. That'll elevate things. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all for free. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the Milwaukee Bucks are the clear-cut favorite now? Or are y'all still feeling Boston? Depending on what Philly does, what are they going to do? but I think they've separated themselves. And who do you think, Jrue? Where do you think Jrue Holiday is gonna end up? Where do you think he should end up? I'm thinking the Lakers. But y'all let me know. I'll tap back in at another time. Peace.